Alright, we're taking a look at this 4-channel wireless relay kit for 12 volt applications. You get everything you see here minus these jumpers. This coily piece of wire here is the antenna, 4 relays for 4 loads that you can operate. There's a jumper here, and if it's on this side, then it will latch, or it will run the relay temporarily for as long as you are holding a button. And if you move the jumper over to the L side, L as in latch, then one press will turn a relay on and one press will turn a relay off. If your remotes get unpaired for some reason, this button is for pairing the remote. That is all just what I assume from looking at it. I'm sure that's covered in the instructions here as well. Nice simple set of instructions for common scenarios, including forward and reverse motor control. That's probably nice of them to include that, because that kind of throws people for a doozy. It's not that tricky, but it definitely confuses people sometimes when you're doing that type of scenario, dual motor forward and reverse. So I just have a little 12 volt wired LED here, and if we wanted to use it with, I don't remember which one is we'll go off the end here just to stay away from these wires. We're just following our diagram. For a normal use case, you would run power into the middle and then out to the positive of your load, which in my case is just going to be a little LED. So you bear some wire, put it into the screw terminals if it will loosen it up a little bit more. Slide that in there. Come on, little guy. There we go. That didn't really go in like I hoped. Loosen it a little bit more yet. I think these are, there we go. Probably have a little too big a ball of wire on the end of this. There we go. Just rip a little bit off. Umpteenth try is the charm. You want to get that wire in there far enough to not have any sticking back out past the insulation to short out on something. That's a good mention that you definitely want to use fuses where possible in any given scenario. So just to be clear, 12 volt power does not travel from this point through these relays. These relays need their own source of power, which you can share from the 12 volt source that is running the radio electronics. So we would put, I'm going to use yellow to be another 12 volt source here. And go to the middle, common port to that. These don't really work the best with alligator clips, but as long as I can get a piece of it, I think it'll work. Or maybe if I just run the screw up a little bit, that'll probably be fine for just a simple little test. So basically I'll have 12 volts come to the center contact there for the relay. When it comes on, it will come down here. Then I need a separate ground just for that load. Put that over there. Just kind of put this where we can see it. And it is obviously not on right now. The electronics aren't on right now because I haven't hooked up my positive wire to run the radio, so I'll do that. And like that. They're not touching each other. Go over here. Oh, there's an LED. So I think we got her that time. Sorry about the delay. Thank you for bearing with me. Let's try that again. There we go. So that did some relay. Hey, there it is. So This one on the end is D. And it looks like we're on latching mode, which isn't what I thought that jumper meant, because it's over on the T side, and I would have thought that was temporary and L for latching, but right now we're one press to turn it on, one press to turn it off. Oh, I apologize, you guys can't barely even see that LED. And that is working fine. So I assume if I take the power away from it, and any jumper or any relays that were latched then will unlatch. Pull out a little pair of pliers and just move this jumper over to the other set there, which is what I thought the latching side was. Now we'll power the board back up, and we'll see latched again. And it won't unlatch. Interesting. Oh, that's weird. C turned it off. D turned it on. C turned it off. That is interesting behavior. Not what I was expecting. So I maybe should read the directions. Put T as in toggle, okay. L for latched, which is supposed to be press button C on, B off. Well, that's a little confusing. That's not what I thought that was going to be. Huh. Well, it does what it says, but for those of us who can't or don't read directions, we get what we get. I'm going to move this back to the side that made slightly more sense. So it doesn't look like, I don't know if anything will happen at all without the jumper, but I guess I'm willing to give it a try real quick. I was thinking there was going to be a momentary option for these, and I'm not sure. Okay, so if you take the jumper clean out, no jumper at all, then you can do a momentary pulse. Well, that's good, because that is what I wanted. Oh, yeah, it's in the directions. See, I'm not reading, so that's my own fault. So you get like a half a second pulse with no jumper at all. I am at least unplugging the power in between playing with the jumper setting. And then you have the toggle mode, T as in toggle, power back on, and then one press on, one press off. Both remotes work. Nice. So you get a host of options. They're explained, provided that you do the required reading in there, and it's pretty simple to use. Got a little cover, a spot for your wires to come out there, some kind of ventilation. I don't know if that's really necessary. I'd consider putting a little tape over that probably, just to keep bugs and dust out, because I don't think this is really going to get hot per se. Wouldn't expect. So nice looking little remotes that are not too big, kind of like this blue finish on there. Might be, the blue finish might be a protective coating that's waiting to be peeled off, but I might just leave it because it looks nice enough. Little keychain bits. Overall, a nice little relay kit. Well put together, easy to follow examples. I'd say it's good.